So I've been playing video games since I was about 5 years old. The earliest memory I have is when my uncle went to GameStop and bought the PlayStation X. I remember tagging along with him and just seeing these long lines. And that was really the start of the PlayStation era in the United States. Some of the earliest games I've ever played were Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit. That was where my craze for cars started developing. I remember there were three cars specifically: the McLaren F1, the Ferrari 575 Maranello, and the Lamborghini Diablo. And ever since then, I've been hooked. I also played games like Silent Bomber, which a lot of people probably haven't even heard of. And from there, the PS1 came out and I transitioned over to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Put countless hours, and I remember those days. That was when, I didn't have a memory card, and you would play each game, play it out for hours on end, turn off the system only to start again from the beginning. After that, I'd like to say that I stayed exclusively with the PlayStation side of things. I remember when the PlayStation 2 came out, the big game that me and my cousins would play at the time was Tekken. I think it was Tekken 4. We would have sleepovers and just load up Tekken and just go at each other, and a bunch of other great games like Budokai 3. And man, it was just like an era. And I think as far as one of the games that definitely changed up everything for me and was my introduction into a different ecosystem, if you will, was Xbox. But not just Xbox. I remember being in my friend's basement playing Need for Speed Underground. His older brother comes home from school and loads up the game that changed everything for me, which was Halo 2. I remember that feeling of just watching Halo 2 on the screen and thinking, this is the greatest video game I have ever seen. It was crazy. I was so reluctant at first. I was like, oh man, why do we have to turn off Need for Speed? But as soon as Halo 2 was loaded up, man, I was hooked. That was the start of the FPS craze for me. And as time went along, I'd say I stayed pretty consistent with both platforms. I've always owned some rendition of the PlayStation as well as the Xbox. And over the years, a bunch of great games came out that I was able to enjoy. I was a huge fan of story mode games, so Jak 3, Prince of Persia, bunch of games like that, just spending countless hours as a kid. As time went along, I explored different genres of games. I think I dibble dabbled with Nintendo a little bit, but yeah, I was mostly PlayStation and Xbox. A few PC games here and there. This atmosphere of gaming was something that always carried along in my life, all the way throughout my teenage years. I was there for Modern Warfare 2, I was there for Battlefield Bad Company 2, Skyrim, all these great games that were just released. And like I said, ever since the age of 5, I've been gaming, and it's honestly a great way for me to escape. It's something that I really enjoy, and I think it's something that's always going to be a part of who I am. However, as I got older, I realized that gaming every single day is something that, sure, I might have done it in high school, I might have done it throughout middle school, but it's not something that's sustainable. I came to the realization that in life, there's different things that are there for us to experience. Playing video games every single day while still having different goals in mind, or different hobbies or commitments that you have, you just can't sustain both. And as of recent, I decided I need to stop playing video games every single day. I'm not saying that I'm stopping gaming forever, and I can't guarantee that there will never be a time in my life where I truly do stop playing video games. I've taken long breaks for sure. There's been times where I haven't played video games for 6 months to a year at times. I've been in and out of it, but with recent events in life and the whole direction I want to take in my life regarding setting different tasks for myself, I just realized that it's not sustainable to play video games every single day. As you get older, you realize that time is a very valuable resource. It's the most valuable resource that we have because time directly correlates with everything else that we want to accomplish. If you want to study, you need time. If you want to grow a business, you need time. If you want to go to the gym and work out, you need to put aside time to go work out. Recently, I came to the realization that, hey, not only do I have a set of goals that I'd like to overcome, but I also have to realize that I'm passionate about other things outside of gaming. I enjoy watching basketball. I've been watching the playoffs. It's been fun. It's been unpredictable. I've recently started reading a book as well. I haven't read a book in years, and I actually got into the Lord of the Rings book series. It's an experience that I've been saving since I was a kid. I remember when the movies came out, I felt like they were a little bit too complex for me to grasp at the time. And the reality of it is that they are about like 3+ hours each, so I held off on it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to read the books later in life. So I've been doing that recently and I've been enjoying it. They're great books. And career-wise, I also work in a career where I have to travel a lot. And when you're on the go, working late nights and stuff like that, gaming is not really sustainable throughout your week. In 2025, I've also been a lot better with my consistency regarding going to the gym. And I have a set schedule of what days I go to the gym and other tasks that I have to take care of. And you have to find that out for yourself. Because what I want everybody to take away from this video is that in life, you're going to find different interests. There's going to be things that you enjoy. There's going to be people that you need to give your time to. You might volunteer for stuff that you have to show up in person and really give your time in. Gaming every single day is going to come with a lot of drawbacks. Not only are you not going to be able to give time to all these different things that you enjoy, you're going to exhaust yourself playing video games all the time. You won't have enough sleep to get up and cater to other things. That's something that I'm starting to realize. And it's tough. It really is. As soon as I get that Discord call and I know that all the boys are on gaming, it's tough to say no. I have to stand my ground and realize that I have an agenda that I have to get to. It's funny because it almost feels like this is like a paradox, right? Because I post gaming footage, so I have to game. If I'm making a YouTube video, it's related to gaming. So it's not like I can escape gaming entirely, right? Sure, there are times where gaming feels like a job to me. It feels like a chore because I need a certain level of output. I need footage that I can record based off of. It's definitely a tough space to navigate, being able to balance everything. But you know what? I'm really happy that I've been able to stand my ground and say no to gaming every single day. It's allowed me to open up doors for myself, and it's allowed me to focus on all the other things that I'm working on in life, such as continued education, working on my side hustles, working on things that are going to take time, and being able to substitute the time that I would spend every single day just gaming has been great for me. You have to also realize that we only have one life. If you're somebody that gaming is the only thing that you enjoy and that's your only hobby, I won't knock it. But I will say we have a beautiful opportunity in this life to go out, travel, experience different things. You might pick up a sport, you might start going to the range, you might learn how to cook and stuff like that. And to be able to give yourself time for all these things, you need to be able to substitute that time. That's my take on that. I believe that gaming every day is something that's not really in our best interest. And I'm definitely glad that I've been able to segregate what I need to do from what I want to do and have different days that are allocated for gaming specifically. Sure, maybe I'm not putting that same performance game wise. I'll load up an old game that I haven't played and quickly come to realize that I kind of suck, but that's okay because we're raging too much in games nowadays anyways, right? Games are supposed to be a place for us to de-stress and enjoy, and we make it too competitive. We make it too much about performance and certain objectives in the game, and it seems like we're taking away the very reason that we started in the first place, right? Let's all level up in life. Let's just not focus on leveling up in games. If we put time aside, we can not only level up in life, but we can also enjoy games in a manner that is not counterproductive for us. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys game every single day? Is it something that you feel like is harmful to the overall mission that you're trying to carry out in life? Or are you somebody that likes to game every single day, if even for a little bit? I know that's a slippery slope for me because I'll walk into it saying just 1 hour, and we all know how that goes, right? Should we game every day? Or is it something that we ultimately have to come to terms with, that it's not the strat? Hope you all enjoyed this quick video. My name is Sam Sagar, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.